You want to favorite. To believe how much the 2026 Ford Mustang GT has changed, and why it might just be the biggest update in Mustang history. Welcome back to Legends Auto Future, where we break down the cars Americans actually care about. Right out of the gate, Ford didn't just tweak the Mustang GT this year, they reimagined it. For decades, the Mustang has stood as the definitive American muscle car, a symbol of raw power and heritage. But the 2026 Mustang GT isn't resting on nostalgia. If you live in the US and you're shopping performance cars, this is the one that's forcing buyers to rethink choices like the Camaro, Charger, even some entry-level European sports cars. Today, we're breaking down what's new, what's improved, and why this Mustang GT might be the most compelling in years. Let's start with the heart of the beast, the engine and performance. The 2026 Mustang GT still uses the legendary 5.0-liter V8, but Ford engineers have extracted meaningful gains without sacrificing reliability. You're looking at improved horsepower and torque compared to the 2025 model, along with a broader power band that keeps strong acceleration from low RPMs all the way up to redline. That means quicker 0-60 times, stronger mid-range passing power, and a more engaging throttle response on highway on-ramps. Unlike competitors that chase peak numbers with turbocharging or hybrid systems, Ford kept it naturally aspirated, a decision that many purists and traditionalists in the US will applaud. And yes, compared to the Chevy Camaro SS or Dodge Challenger RT, the 2026 Mustang GT feels more alive in real-world driving thanks to that visceral V8 soundtrack and throttle tuning. But it's not just about straight-line speed. Ford has significantly sharpened the Mustang GT's handling this year with a revised suspension setup. Adaptive dampers now come standard, giving the car an improved balance between everyday comfort and track-ready stiffness. On challenging twisty roads, think upstate New York or the canyons of California, the Mustang feels more planted and communicative than before. Steering feel has also been improved, delivering better feedback so drivers feel connected to the road. Compared to last year's model, there's a real sense of precision that closes the gap to European performance sedans, while still preserving classic American muscle character. Next up, design. Visually, the 2026 Mustang GT gets a bold refresh that's both evolutionary and more performance-focused. The front fascia is more aggressive, with larger air intakes and a reconfigured grille that improves engine cooling, something enthusiasts in hotter climates like Texas or Arizona will appreciate. The rear gets a wider stance and updated taillights that pay homage to heritage Mustang cues while looking unmistakably modern. At the same time, aerodynamic tweaks, including a subtle rear spoiler and front splitter, actually reduce lift at high speeds, helping keep the car stable when you're above 100 mph on the highway. It's a look that balances muscle car aggression with a performance car purpose, and it's something that sets it apart from the more conservative Camaro styling. Step inside the cabin, and you'll find one of the biggest upgrades for 2026, the interior. Ford finally gave the Mustang GT an interior that feels truly premium. High-resolution digital displays dominate the dash, including a customizable driver cluster and a new infotainment system that integrates Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. The materials are noticeably better. Soft touch surfaces, upgraded leather options, and sport seats that actually support you during spirited driving. If you're coming from an older Mustang, or even some rival sports cars in this price range, the interior feels like a leap ahead. There's a real sense that Ford listened to customers and raised the bar. Technology isn't limited to screens. The 2026 Mustang GT introduces a suite of advanced driver assists that weren't available before, including adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go functionality, lane centering, and blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert. Now, purists might roll their eyes at driver assists in a muscle car, but for everyday driving, especially on US highways clogged with traffic, these features make the Mustang more usable and less fatiguing on long trips. It has a smart blend of classic performance and modern convenience that gives it an edge over more bare-bones rivals. Now let's talk value. The Mustang GT has always been one of the best performance per dollar cars you can buy in America, and the 2026 model continues that tradition. Even with the latest upgrades, Ford positions it competitively against cars like the Toyota Supra, Nissan Z, and V8 Challengers from Dodge and Chevy. You're getting a 450-plus horsepower V8, new tech, improved handling, and higher-end interior quality. All without crossing into the price territory of European sports coupes that cost tens of thousands more. For buyers who want a performance car that's exciting, usable, and rooted in American automotive culture, this is a standout proposition. Something else that's new for 2026, optional performance packages that lets you customize the Mustang GT even further. There's a track package with upgraded brakes, stickier tires, and a unique cooling setup for more demanding circuits. For street drivers, there's a comfort and tech package that adds premium audio, heated and ventilated seats, and advanced parking assists. This kind of choice wasn't always available in past Mustangs, and it lets buyers tailor the car to how they drive most often: road trips, canyon carving, or occasional track days. Fuel efficiency isn't a headline number for a performance V8, but Ford made gains here too. With refined engine tuning and smarter aerodynamics, highway fuel economy has improved just enough to matter for daily drivers. If you commute in traffic or plan long drives across states like Colorado or Florida, that extra MPG adds up, especially with today's gas prices. It doesn't compete with hybrid cars, of course, but for a muscle car that still drinks premium, every bit of efficiency is welcome. One more point that deserves mention: resale value and ownership appeal. Mustangs traditionally hold their value well, particularly GT variants, and the 2026 model's updates are likely to make this trend even stronger. Enthusiast demand remains high, and collectible interest in modern performance cars has been rising. When you consider insurance costs, maintenance, and long-term value compared to some imports, the Mustang GT is an intelligent choice for buyers who want performance without depreciation regrets. So what's the bottom line? The 2026 Ford Mustang GT isn't just a refresh, it's a redefinition. With more power, better handling, a significantly improved interior, and features that make it more livable day to day, this Mustang challenges everything in its class while staying true to its muscle car roots. Whether you're coming from a previous Mustang, shopping rivals like the Camaro or Supra, or just love performance cars, this is one of the most exciting American performance cars you can buy right now. Here is a question for you. If you had to pick one competitor for the 2026 Mustang GT, the Camaro SS, Dodge Charger, or Toyota Supra, which would you choose and why? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more future cars and auto content on Legends Auto Future.